Yo, what is up, Crocs and clan members, Poke fans, and others who have come upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today I'm going to be doing a top 5, another top 5. I know I did one, I think it was on Wednesday, and it was on Primal forms. Today I'm going to do it on Megas. I have 5 Megas that I want to see in the near future to get announced, or be in either Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or when Pokemon T gets announced, or the other part of the Generation 6 games. So let's get started, shall we? Now, before we get started with this little list, I want to make sure that you guys understand this is my personal opinions. Feel free to leave yours in the comment section down below. What are your top 5 Mega Evolutions that you want to get announced? So the first one I want to talk about straight up is going to be Frostlass. Now, the reason for Frostlass is, well, Mega Glalie was just revealed in the demo that came out. I believe it was Germany or the Europe demo. I believe it was Mega Glalie that was revealed there. And I was like, well, Gardevoir got a Mega Evolution in X and Y, and now in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Galate's gonna get one. So I was thinking, well, why doesn't Frostlass get one? Now, I don't expect it to get one right now in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but maybe in the next game, the follow-up to the X and Y storyline, maybe you can get a Mega Frostlass there. Make it a lot more ladylike. Give it more ice particles around it. Make it look more scary but beautiful, because that's essentially what Frostlass is. Frostlass is a dame, so make her beautiful, but make her like scary looking beautiful. I think that it should maintain its ice ghost typing, and then I got like 2 abilities that I think would fit well with Frostlass. I am thinking either Ice Body to give it, since it's supposed to be a Pokemon that lives in the snow and hail and all that snowstorm, so that if you make a hail team, you have Frostlass in there who has, recovering HP. I think it's like 15, 20, no, I think it's like 30% HP each turn during the snow in hail. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know, but I believe that's what it is. So that'd be nice for her, or Infiltrator, so that you can kind of have like it's a ghost type, right? So like have her be able to use her ghostly powers to go through substitutes and reflects and light screens and safeguards and all this other stuff to be able to destroy their opponents. As for I have some boosts for Frostlass. Mega Frostlass, I believe, definitely should get a special attack boost. Maybe around 35 to 40 base special attack boost. It's a special attacker, so I think that its attack should either decrease or just stay the same. And then I have I think they should boost its defenses by either 20 to 25. Frostlass is not supposed to be defensive anyways, so just boost them a little bit so that it can, she can live a little longer. And then definitely increase its speed by around maybe like 30. Plus 30 speed, so make it like a fast special attacker. That's kind of like what I'm seeing with her. I don't know. I really like Frostlass, and I really look forward to seeing a Mega Evolution for her. That's gonna be our number 5 spot, Frostlass. Now coming in at number 4, I have a Pokemon that's one of the very few Pokemon that I liked from Generation 5. My Generation 5 Pokemon list that I actually like is quite small actually, and this is one of them. Now it was kind of a toss up between this one and another one that I liked. But I went for this one a little bit more because I feel like it kind of needs it a lot more. And that's going to be Crocodile. Now, Crocodile, I think it's a very strong. It has high attack stats, and it technically can have a pretty good ability depending on which kind of set you're running. So when I saw Crocodile, I was thinking, it is kind of bulky. So kind of go with a bulky physical attacker set. So I was thinking, make it a little bit bigger, make it a lot darker, make it look a lot meaner, because he is supposed to be a crook. Make its jaws look more deadly, maybe like a little darker tones around like the mouth area. Give it a darker color too. Just make it look like it blends into the darkness. Obviously keep the tone of, it looks like a burglar, with the black lining around its eyes and all that stuff. I think that its typing should stay the same, ground dark, and it should keep Moxie as its ability, so that you can have a bulky physical attacker right there. I think that you should give it some boost in its attack stat, definitely. Maybe 45 to 50 plus attack. Its defenses should definitely get a boost, around 50, maybe 55, just to make it be able to stay longer in the field. But its defense or its speed should have a decrease by around 20 to 25. It's supposed to just sit there and take hits, and with the Moxie ability, every time it knocks out an opponent, it's supposed to get an attack boost, so it can keep going. So I think that its speed, it's not supposed to be about gaining advantage right from the get-go. I think it should be about being able to take hits and being able to retaliate and attack back and stay there, taking hits and taking names. So at number 4, I'm gonna put in Crocodile. Now at number 3, I have a staple that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are wanting Mega Evolution for, and that's gonna be my boy Staraptor. Now after Mega Pidgeot was announced, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna guess that a lot of the other bird Pokemon of the regions are gonna get Mega Evolutions. And I kind of want Mega Staraptor because it technically is my favorite of all the bird type Pokemon. Now I love Pidgeot, don't get me wrong. It's definitely in the top part of my favorites. But I've always liked Staraptor more. I thought it was a better, cooler design. It's definitely stronger than Pidgeot for all intents and purposes. It is sitting right now, and I believe it's UU, if I remember correctly. But it's a very strong Pokemon. It's a very good looking Pokemon. And I feel like it deserves a Mega Evolution just to put it that much over the edge. I believe that it should get rid of its normal typing and make it fighting. So make it a fighting flying type, kind of like Hawlucha. It looks like that kind of Pokemon. Plus, as we all know, close combat is the thing that Staraptor gets. So I was thinking, have it be stabbed, and so I was thinking of it like that. Make it a freaking monster. I believe make its wings a lot bigger, right? Obviously, and then have how it has like a little crest on its forehead. Maybe add something that makes it look like its feathers are a bandana, and around its talons you can do something like that there's feathers that make it look like it's a wrap. How fighters. Think of it like Rock Lee. You know how he has bandages around his fist. I don't know if you guys watch Naruto, but think of it like that. So you have like feathers that look like bandages that are around its talons, just to make it look like a lot, like it's like ready to go, like it's gonna fight. I think its ability should be Gale Wings. That's kind of like what made Talonflame a staple in the OU metagame, is that ability Gale Wings. But obviously the threat of Stealth Rocks is what weakens it, and that's kind of how people get rid of it most of the time. But because Staraptor is going to be a fighting flying type, I believe that because it's a fighting type, it weakens how much damage the Stealth Rocks does. Because I believe if for normal flying types it takes like 25% of your health, I believe that if you make it a fighting type, I think it goes down to like 12.5. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's how it might work. So Gale Wings, make it have you can have a set of Brave Bird, Roost, Close Combat, U-Turn. And there's your setup. You're set. You're good to go. For its stats, I believe it should definitely get a high boost in its attack stat. Either around 45 to 55 base attack stat boost. I think it should gain more defense and special defense. So I think 50 base defense increase, because the fighting types are supposed to be able to tussle for a little while. Its special defense should be around 40 boost. And then its speed should definitely get an increase. I know that it's going to get Gale Wing, so its priority Brave Bird is going to be there anyways. But what if, when you want to, get out of there because of the threat, you kind of want to boost in your speed. So maybe around 45 base speed boost or something like that. But yeah, so number 3, we're going to have Staraptor. Now for these next two, it was kind of hard to decide which one I like both of them a lot. And I really want both of them to exist. But the reason why I decided to do it this way was because the other one seems more likely than this one. But in my number 2, I'm going to put in my boy Flygon. Now Flygon, as I've said a bajillion times, is my favorite dragon type of all time. I've always liked this design way more than a lot of the other dragon type Pokemon that exist. I just honestly think it looks pretty cool. I would definitely be having, if Pokemon were real, I would definitely go after one of those. I would definitely have Flygon everywhere. Plus also Flygon was one of the first Pokemon that I got to level 100 in my Ruby version. There's only been 2 games in my Pokemon video game history that I've gotten Pokemon to level 100. That is Ruby and X and Y. In X and Y, I've only got 3, and in Ruby, I had around 15 to 20 Pokemon level 100. That's how much dedication I put into that game. But the fact of the matter is, Flygon was one of the first ones to get to level 100, and I've always liked it. I believe that it should look even more it lives in the desert. Have something that looks like a scarf to protect it from the sand. It already has its goggles. Make it look like a lot what is it? like a lot lighter colors for the goggles. Make it a little bit bigger. Have like extra wings. To be able to like kick off the sand even more. Now, I think it should maintain its typing. Ground Dragon, that's perfectly fine. But get rid of Levitate for Mold Breaker. I believe it definitely deserves an ability like Mold Breaker. That way it can take care of threats that would otherwise not allow it to hit them. So especially like those Rotoms are gonna go down, man. That stab Earthquake right there, boy. For its stats, I definitely think it should get a boost in its attack. Flygon's always been a physical attacker anyways. I also think that he should get Outrage. I don't know if you guys know this, but Flygon doesn't get Outrage. I believe that he should definitely get Outrage. You know, have that as a move that he can learn. So maybe like a 55 boost in its attack stat. I believe his defenses should get a little bit of a boost. Flygon's not necessarily frail, but I believe that it should get somewhat of a defense boost. Maybe around 35 to 40. And then its speed should definitely get a speed boost. I believe around 40 to 45 base speed. You know, base more speed. And just to make it a powerful threat. I freaking would love to see a Flygon in OU. So definitely make a Flygon number 2. And finally, at number 1, we're gonna have my girl, Milotic. I know this is one that everybody is clamoring for, and I'm one of those people as well. I want a Mega Milotic. And the reason why I put this over Flygon is because, I mean, as much as I love Flygon, as much as it's one of my favorite Pokemons of all time, I can see Milotic getting a Mega Evolution more than Flygon. But that doesn't mean I don't want Milotic. Here's what I picture for Milotic. Give it wings, right? Give it some wings. I'm not talking. There's no flying types here, okay? Don't start thinking that way. I'm not going that route. But give it some wings. Make it like a lot more colorful. Make it a lot more pretty. Just make it as beautiful as you can. Make it look like a powerful threat, but it's also beautiful. And I believe it should be a water fairy type. Now, as we all know, Milotic is the opposite of Gyarados. Gyarados got a Mega Evolution X and Y. I definitely think that Milotic should definitely get one in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Make it the opposite. You have Water Dark, make it Water Fairy. Now, I didn't go the route that fairy types normally go. I don't like Pixelate for Mega Milotic, and here's the reason why. It doesn't help it in any way. And I'm being serious. I tried to look up its move pool. Nothing in there would benefit from Pixelate. Unless you want to give it a hyper reading, it's not going to be useful at all. So I was thinking Magic Guard. Make it that's going to be a staple now. Making Mega Milotic Water Fairy Pixelate is not going to be useful, so give it Magic Guard. Magic Guard being the thing that most of the time when people want to deal with Milotic, they either burn it or poison it or something. It does get the boost from Marvel Scale, but it's eventually going to go down because it's already got the status. But if you give it Magic Guard, you can even give it that fairy feel. Fairies are supposed to be magical creatures. Give it Magic Guard as a way to not only be able to stay there and take the status effects, they're not going to be doing shit. So I believe that Magic Guard is definitely an ability that Milotic could definitely benefit from. I believe you should get. I know a lot of Pokemon. I don't think they've ever talked about HP boost when it megas, but I believe that Milotic should definitely get one. I believe like around 30 base HP boost. Give it a massive boost in its defenses. Give it like a plus 30, 35. Its special attack should definitely go up by like 50, and then its special defense, since it's supposed to be a special defensive monster, make it 55 or 60 base special defense increase. And this thing is going to be a wall for the ages. Nobody's going to take down this Pokemon. Mega Milotic, it should definitely be the most, like, it's supposed to be the most beautiful Pokemon in the world. Make it even more beautiful. Please, that's all I'm asking for. Make it be the Pokemon that every trainer should strive to get. Or at least, those that care about looks and stuff like that. Contest-wise, type. I think that Mega Milotic should definitely be a staple in contests as well. Like, that thing should be, like, you automatically win if you have a Mega Milotic on you as your Pokemon. So Mega Milotic is definitely at number 1. So that's going to be it for my list, my top 5 Pokemon that I want to get Mega Evolutions. Leave yours in the comment section down below. Let me know what do you agree with my list? Or you obviously, I'm guessing most of you guys are going to have different Pokemon anyways. But I would like to know what you think of my list. Don't forget to let me know typings, abilities, and stat boosts that you would give whatever Pokemon you decided to talk about. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.